What's a happening, nerds? This is John, nerding out with cards, and I'm going to show a couple things and do something with my video here at the beginning, which is going to tie into the overarching theme of like, what does 2026 look like for me? So anyway, back when I went to that Christmas market deal thing and was able to stop into that card shop there in Belleville, Illinois, one of the things I picked up, I honestly thought is just super, super sweet. It is not something that I normally collect, but it was just too damn good. It was like, I don't know, $20 or something like that. And I'm just going to show it. And it was this 8x10 print of Willie McGee robbing a home run in Game 3 of the 1982 World Series. And if you see, it's autographed here. And I saw that they had 11x14 prints, but I was hoping that they had 8x10s, and sure enough, they did. And there's a reason why I wanted an 8x10 print of this. You know, it's such an epic moment. Like I said, honestly, his Game 3 1982 World Series is honestly, it's just prolific what he did. And before I go on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how epic his performance was.
And run. He's tough to double up. One out. Hit high and deep to right field, and more going back. McGee will touch them all. A three-run home run for rookie Willie McGee, and the Cardinals jump in front 3-0.
Might recall in the League Championship Series, after Willie McGee was knocked down, he hit a home run.
His first World Series hit.
McGee should try and drop a bunt down. Look out.
Oh, that's two for McGee. Another homer.
What a day that kid's having. Hit a fastball for the first home run. Looked like something off-speed pitch. He may have thrown a change-up slider.
I thought I noticed after the first pitch way inside, he backed him off the plate. He didn't get quite up to the plate that time, got the ball inside, and he just let it have it. Listen to him.
Let's see the location. A little bit up in the strike zone, but he still hit it very hard.
Willie McGee, 4 home runs all season.
Look at the reaction. Oh, boy. What a catch he made, Willie McGee. Willie McGee, with the bat and with the glove, has been a one-man show tonight.
The potential of McGee unlimited. We saw him go deep to the fence to Rob Molitor. This ball is over the yellow line, in the seats. Might have gotten the Brewers back into it. Look at him time that ball.
Great leaping ability. That's like a basketball player going up for a rebound off the fast break.
All right, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I do. I should say, Rob over at Bucks and Six, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry it was against your Brewers, but that was just amazing, right? And so, as you can see, that is why I had to pick this print up. When I saw it, it was just I couldn't not pick that up. I know that's not like grammatically correct, but whatever, right? And so the reason why I wanted an 8x10 print was, I've got my Willie McGee rookie card, rookie year binder that I have going on. And so I got, a print from Willie McGee Day, and his cards. But I can get one of these one pocket pages, and I'm going to put this print in one of those one pocket pages because that moment occurred during his rookie season. And so it's going to go great with the collection scope that I have for Willie McGee. And then, y'all know I love the Cardinals Hall of Fame Museum. And I finally got the Willie McGee bobblehead from the Cardinals Hall of Fame Museum. Inaugural inductee 2014. He was the fan vote that year. And so I finally have Willie's. Like I said, I'm not trying to collect all of these, as you know, because the Charles Comiskey I sent off to Jason, but there's just certain players I want. So Ken Boyer, Ozzie Smith, and Willie McGee are players that I want of these bobbleheads. So anyway, those were picked up at various times. The bobblehead came in a few days ago. That print I got, when was that? Well, it was before Christmas, right? But anyway, doesn't really matter. So now, 2026, this is the popular thing to do is, what are my 2026 goals, right? And so my channel's been going since, I think, April. I don't know. But pretty much what you see is what you get. I know I was watching Tony Talks Cards and his 2026 goals video and whatnot, and he said something quite similar. But I'll break it down a little bit further. Some of the things that you've watched me collect, my Ozzie Smith collection. I'm not good. So let me backtrack a little bit. Is my goals are not exactly going to be those smart goals because they're not going to be terribly specific. Therefore, it's hard to measure them. But at the same time, where I am at right now is, I'm going to be transitioning out of the Coast Guard. I go on terminal leave January 15th, but the big thing is, May 1st is when I'm no longer on active duty. And so what I can and cannot do and things like that is very much dependent upon what kind of job I can get, when I can get it. Because I can start working elsewhere January 16th, right? But do I get the job that I want, or do I get the job that I need to get? Those kind of things. I've had some interviews, and we'll see how that goes. But income is a big deal, right? And so we'll see. But when I can start another job, what job I start is gonna have a significant impact on what I can do. You know what I mean? So, with my Ozzie Smith collection, can I get anything? We'll see. I'm very hopeful on one card. And then I think maybe one or two other cards is attainable. So, I don't know. 3 cards this year. That would be amazing. Any card for my Ozzie Smith collection is amazing. Yadier Molina. I definitely want to finish out the Topps Gold run for my Yadier Molina collection. I need 4 more cards. They're not high dollar cards at all. So it's just a matter of availability, if and when they pop up kind of thing. I think I might leverage the Facebook for that one. Because they just simply don't pop up on eBay. They're not very expensive cards, so they don't transact a lot. That kind of thing, right? Ken Boyer. I just want to pick up more Ken Boyer cards. Last year was very good for the Ken Boyer collection, and so that's an easy goal, so to speak. That if I pick up anything, but a lot of his cards are quite cheap, comparatively speaking. So I think that's doable. Red Shandies, I'm just on the lookout for cards that I think are interesting, right? I'm not looking to do a run. I'm not looking to super collect. It's just cards that I just think I'm like, that's a cool card. And then now it becomes a matter of, is it an expensive card or not? And I balance that out. But I'm hoping to, add some more Red Shandies cards to my collection. Depending, like going back to the whole job thing and whatnot, if that all works out, then, maybe the 49 leaf mutual is in play. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Because that's really like the last mutual card that like I'm gunning to get. I just don't know if it's this year. You know what I mean? Same thing with Chief Feller. He's got that Gowdy card, the big head card. There's no way I could swing both that and the 49 mutual, so I have to like pick one or the other kind of thing. And if I get presented with that, I'll just make the decision that I do at the time. Y'all will see it. You know what I mean? But that's just the thing, right? Willie McGee, there's not really a whole lot to look for, so to speak. There's nothing like really like on my list for Willie McGee, because that I completed the collection scope that I was wanting to complete with him. So there's that. Some of my living sets. So you have the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. I fully anticipate Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols getting inducted this year. I fully anticipate being at that induction this year. I can't wait, because of Yachty. But then there's always the Red Ribbon Committee, so there's going to be a card for me to chase with that. You have the Blues Hall of Fame. So they've announced their class of 2026, which I did a video on, and they'll get inducted this year. But then during the calendar year of 2026 will be the induction class of 2027. So I'll be able to get those cards. Now, what I would say is, yes, I will want those cards to add to my collection, and I want to do a deep dive on that collection at some point this year, but their ballot. What I want to do is I want to get the cards of everybody on the ballot as well. So it's not just the inductees, but also the nominees, similar to what I've done with the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. So that's something that I want to do. If there happens to be a new Gold Glover for the Cardinals, I'll be looking for their card. I just don't anticipate that happening this year, but you never know, right? Because that's another collection I have going on. But those are the main collections that I have or are ongoing kind of thing that I am looking for cards for. Like I said, I've only named a couple big cards. Some other goals I have, so my top 10 all-time cards is I'm really thinking that the 1941 Chief Feller double play card, I think that's realistic this year. So I want to set a goal to pick that card up. I think that'd be a really cool one, especially with me retiring from the Coast Guard this upcoming year. I think that'd be just really neat. The only Chief Petty Officer in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, getting the last pre-war card made of him. I think that would be really, really cool. But beyond that, as far as cards go, this past year I found a collection scope for Yadier Molina that I have thoroughly enjoyed. Y'all have, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, how much I am loving that collection scope, collecting those top gold cards. Well, what I would love to be able to do is to find something that I can equally enjoy or closely enjoy for Isaac Bruce. Yes, baseball dominates my channel. I've showed some football, I've showed some baseball, or hockey, sorry. But Isaac Bruce was a big childhood favorite of mine. Absolutely loved watching him play. And so I would like to find something without super collecting Isaac Bruce, but more just like a little niche or something of the sort, similar to Yadi's gold cards of Isaac Bruce. Some sort of scope I can define. That's something I really want to. I hope occurs this year, because you can't really force it, right? It's just gotta come. It's just gotta come naturally, The Yachty gold collection, I think, was a little bit easier because of his Gold Glove defense, and the way that Topps has produced cards, and with that parallel. But it would be really cool to find a collection scope of Isaac Bruce that I can just love. You know what I mean? I have a run of his cards, and it's the base Fleer Ultra cards. I haven't showed those, but I would like something a little bit more special. And we'll see if that happens. Now, for everybody that was wanting to hear about like card goals and whatnot, those are really my card goals for this upcoming year. If you notice, I didn't put numbers to it. But it was just like overarching, like once kind of thing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward into like channel goals. So if all you were interested in was cards, feel free to just stop the video now. So now with the channel, and I fully anticipate at my year mark having more of a retrospective and this and that and everything. But with my channel, I am very happy with where my channel is at. It's grown more than I anticipated, especially being such a narrow collector that I am. I'm very St. Louis centric, along with the Chiefs. But I've accomplished my goals, so to speak, because it's getting Cardinals cards out there, especially beyond Stan Musial, beyond Bob Gibson and whatnot. I've had so much fun talking about my Ozzie Smith collection. So I'm gonna keep going. That's for damn sure. But as far as my channel goals are, I want to do more collaborations, whether they're on my channel or I'm on their channel. That's something I definitely want to do. I am very appreciative of Kelly over at Blitz Cards, Rob over at Cash Cards, John over at 3D80s Kid, for having me on their channels. Like that's a lot of fun. Like, getting to, talking to a camera, that's cool, but having like more of like a dialogue kind of thing. And I've had like sidebar conversations, not recorded and whatnot, with other people, and that's good too. But I want to do more of those. I want to do more collaborations. I have ideas of collaborations I want to have on my channel, because there's channels that I watch and I have questions for them, and the comments are one thing, but to be able to ask them questions and have them show off cards and things like that, I think would be a lot of fun to do. So I definitely want to do more of that. Now that I'm back in the St. Louis area, there's, you can count on monthly the Orlando Garden show, and so I want to go to those. There's the Machinist Hall shows. I want to be able to start going to that. I was in a chat group, and I guess there was a St. Charles show this past weekend that some guys went to. So maybe getting more into like the local card show scene kind of thing. But I'm not a big card show fan. I'm not. The card shows don't have the cards that I'm looking for, and the cards I'm looking for are specific. They have a fit. At least they do in my mind. I don't know if that comes across in my videos or not, but getting to spend time with Joe, Jerry, hopefully Doug, Tom, Brian, guys like that, just they're local to the area. I would like to develop those relationships, and then to, people say like, oh, it's the card community, it's the relationships that you build, and it's one of those things I don't want to force that. It's just if it happens organically, like with guys like Steve and Jeff and Jay, that's what I'm really looking forward to continuing. But yeah, as far as the channel goes, I want to get more into like the editing stuff, not because I want it to be a better production, but I want to better illustrate my thoughts and the things that I'm saying, similar to what you saw earlier in this video, which is an idea I stole from Rob over at Cash Cards. So I want to get more into that, but for a reason, not just to do it, right? I would like to figure out like a way to make an intro for my videos, just because I think that'd be fun. And I have an idea in my mind. I'm not going to talk about it, but we'll see if it ever comes to fruition or not. But like I said, the editing stuff is what I really want to get into. But as far as formatting and things, I think I've gotten to a happy place, and I'll save all the commentary for my when I get to my year mark. But I like doing the video every weekend for Ozzie Smith, and then if I do a video or two in between the Ozzie Smith weekend videos, then that's really kind of what it is. But one change I am gonna make is I'm gonna do one monthly pickup video instead of as stuff comes in. I'm gonna save it for the end of the month. Greg over at Midlife Cards, he does the same thing, and I like that idea. And I'll just let stuff pile up on the desk if it piles up at all, and I'll just do one monthly pickup video. I'll do my Ozzie Smith weekend videos. That's honestly my favorite to do. And then if there's a reason or a want or a fit in between the Ozzie Smith weekend videos, I'll just do another video. But that's really like the goals for the channel, is the editing stuff to illustrate my points, the collaboration stuff, because I really, really want to do that. There's people I want to talk to, and that's really about it. Just kind of keep going as I'm going. I like where I'm at now. So anyway, this is how I'm nerding out, planning for 2026. Show off these pickups. Yeah. That's awesome, right? Isn't that Willie? Yeah, buddy. And you all nerd your own way.